Did you know that something as simple as cooking an egg the wrong way could harm your health, especially if you're over 70? Eggs are often praised as a superfood, rich in high-quality protein, brain-boosting vitamins, and essential nutrients. But here's the part most people miss. How you cook, store, and handle your eggs determines whether they nourish your body or slowly contribute to inflammation, digestion issues, or nutrient loss. And for seniors, those seemingly minor details make a big difference. In this video, we're uncovering 5 common egg mistakes that are quietly working against your health. From overcooking and poor storage to using harmful oils, you'll learn exactly what to avoid and what to do instead, using simple, actionable tips that support energy, focus, and longevity. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, or you're caring for someone who is, this video was made with you in mind, because every meal matters more as we age. And eggs? They can be your best friend or an unnoticed health trap. Tap like if you care about your health, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a life-improving tip made just for you. Mistake number 1: overcooking eggs. Overcooking eggs is one of the most overlooked mistakes that can quietly harm your health, especially for seniors over 70. Many people think that browning your eggs for extra flavor or boiling them a bit longer just to be safe is harmless. But the truth is, cooking eggs at high temperatures can actually transform this superfood into a source of inflammation, fatigue, and long-term digestive issues. When eggs are exposed to excessive heat, like frying until the edges are crisp, or boiling until the yolk turns gray, they go through a process called oxidation. This damages the cholesterol in the egg, forming compounds that may increase your risk of heart disease and contribute to chronic inflammation, particularly concerning for older adults whose bodies are already more vulnerable to stress. You can even smell it. A strong sulfuric odor after boiling eggs too long is a clear sign the nutrients have been degraded. The texture becomes rubbery, the yolk discolored, and the flavor loses its natural richness. I learned this the hard way after speaking with Robert, a 76-year-old former firefighter who had always prided himself on cooking his own breakfast. For decades, he pan-fried his eggs until they were golden brown and crunchy at the edges, thinking that meant they were well done and delicious. But in his 70s, Robert started experiencing bloating, heartburn, and a strange lack of energy. After breakfast, it wasn't until his doctor mentioned the dangers of oxidized cholesterol that he made the switch. Now he gently scrambles his eggs over low heat, sometimes poaching them or doing a soft boil. Within a few weeks, his digestion improved, and he reported feeling lighter and more energized. The good news is, you don't need to stop eating eggs to avoid these risks. You just need to be mindful of how you cook them. The safest and most nutritious methods include soft boiling, poaching, or low-heat scrambling. These techniques help retain essential nutrients like vitamin B12, lutein, and folate, key for maintaining brain health, vision, and cellular energy in older adults. If you prefer frying, use a non-stick pan and keep the heat low. Avoid browning or over-crisping the edges. A little patience goes a long way in preserving the benefits of this nutrient-dense food. Remember, you're not giving up flavor or tradition. You're simply shifting toward methods that support your health today and protect it for the future. If you've been cooking your eggs the same way for years, this small change might be the upgrade your body has been waiting for. Feel free to share your experience in the comments below. Sometimes the smallest changes bring the biggest results. Mistake 2: improper storage of cooked eggs. Many people don't realize that the way you store cooked eggs can make a major difference in your health, especially as you get older. Leaving eggs out on the counter for a few hours after cooking or storing them loosely in the fridge might seem harmless, but in reality, it creates the perfect environment for harmful bacteria to grow. For seniors, whose immune systems naturally weaken with age, this isn't just an inconvenience, it can be a serious threat. When cooked eggs sit at room temperature, especially within the danger zone of 40 degrees F to 140 degrees F, bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply rapidly. You won't see it, you won't smell it, but the risk is real. Soft scrambled eggs left uncovered, Hard-boiled eggs were tossed in a bowl on the counter. These small habits can quietly compromise your well-being. I remember speaking with George, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Michigan. He had a smart idea to save time during the week by cooking a big batch of scrambled eggs on Sunday and storing them in the fridge. But he didn't seal the container well, and he kept it near fresh vegetables and raw meat without realizing the risk of cross-contamination. After dealing with persistent stomach issues and fatigue, George finally consulted a dietitian who pointed to improper storage as the root cause. Now, he uses airtight containers, stores eggs on the coldest shelf, and prepares smaller batches more often. The difference was immediate. No more nausea, no more bloating, just peace of mind. To stay safe, cooked eggs should always be refrigerated within 2 hours and kept in sealed containers. Scrambled or fried eggs should be eaten within 3 to 4 days. Hard-boiled eggs can last up to 1 week. When reheating, avoid the microwave if you can. It tends to create a rubbery texture and uneven heating. Instead, use a pan with low heat and add a splash of water to bring moisture back. If the microwave is your only option, heat in short bursts and stir between intervals. Also, always keep cooked eggs away from raw meats or unwashed produce. Bacteria can transfer through contact, and once eggs are contaminated, they no longer provide safe nutrition. They become a risk. The great news is you don't need to stop meal prepping or enjoying eggs in advance. Just be mindful of the temperature, timing, and cleanliness. With a few small changes, you can continue enjoying eggs as a safe, nutritious part of your routine. If this sounds like something you've experienced, drop a comment and let others know what worked for you. Your insight could help someone else stay healthy too. Mistake number 3. Using damaged or expired eggs. One of the most overlooked but dangerous habits in the kitchen is using eggs that are cracked, expired, or improperly stored. To many, an egg is just an egg. If it doesn't smell bad, it must be fine. But the truth is, even a small crack in the shell or a few extra days in the fridge can open the door to harmful bacteria like salmonella. This is especially risky for older adults whose immune systems are no longer as robust. Eggs may look perfectly normal on the outside, but if they've been exposed to fluctuating temperatures or were handled roughly during transport, they may have developed invisible cracks or internal spoilage that can cause serious foodborne illness. If you've ever cracked an egg and noticed a strange smell, watery whites, or a cloudy yolk, these are signs it might already be unsafe to eat. That's exactly what happened to Evelyn, 74, a widow from Oregon who loved making eggs every morning. One day she cracked an egg into a pan and noticed a faint odor, but she brushed it off thinking it was just a little off. Hours later, she was dizzy, nauseous, and dehydrated. A trip to the emergency room revealed food poisoning, traced back to a spoiled egg. Since then, Evelyn has never cooked without doing the simple water test. Place the egg in a bowl of cold water. If it sinks and lies flat, it's fresh. If it floats, it's time to toss it. She also checks each shell for even the smallest crack and stores her eggs in the coldest part of her fridge, not in the door, where temperatures vary too often. If you want to stay safe, avoid any egg that smells odd, has discoloration, or has a hairline crack, even if it seems minor. Never rely solely on the printed expiration date. Instead, trust your senses and test freshness before cooking. And remember, store eggs in a stable, cool environment to prevent bacterial growth caused by condensation, which happens when cold eggs are left in a warm space. You don't have to stop enjoying eggs to protect your health. You simply need to handle them with a bit more care. A few seconds to check freshness or discard a questionable egg can save you from days of discomfort, or worse. If you've ever had a bad experience with eggs or learned something helpful that others might benefit from, share it in the comments. Your story might help someone else make a smarter, safer choice tomorrow. Mistake number 4. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. Eating raw or undercooked eggs may seem harmless or even healthy to some, but for older adults, it's one of the most dangerous mistakes you can make in your kitchen. Many believe that raw eggs preserve nutrients better, or they enjoy the texture of runny yolks. But beneath the surface lies a real risk: salmonella. This bacteria can hide in even the cleanest-looking egg, and for seniors, an infection could mean days of severe stomach cramps, dehydration, and even hospitalization. What might be a mild bug for someone younger can turn into a full-blown health emergency when your body doesn't recover as fast as it once did. You might feel fine one moment, then hours later find yourself fatigued, nauseated, or worse. The signs of exposure aren't always immediate, but the damage can be lasting. I met Margaret, 68, at a community center talk on nutrition. She was the picture of health, slim, sharp, and active. She proudly told me how she'd been drinking raw egg smoothies for years, convinced it kept her strong. That changed when one morning she found herself curled up in pain, unable to keep food down. Tests confirmed what she never expected: salmonella. She had never once thought those fresh eggs could turn on her. Now she cooks every egg thoroughly and tells her friends to do the same. "I thought I was saving time and getting more nutrients," she said, "but I was gambling with my health." There's another reason to avoid raw eggs. They contain avidin, a protein that blocks your body from absorbing biotin, an essential vitamin that supports nerve health, metabolism, and strong hair and skin. Cooking the eggs neutralizes avidin, unlocking the full value of every bite. And no, organic or free-range eggs aren't immune. Bacteria don't care about labels. Unless the eggs are pasteurized, they carry the same risk. If you love soft yolks, there's still a safe path forward. Use pasteurized eggs when you want that rich golden center. Better yet, cook your eggs until both the white and yolk are firm. You don't need to give up your favorites. Just shift how you make them. This small change helps you enjoy the benefits of eggs without putting your body at risk. If you've ever eaten raw eggs or enjoyed a runny yolk without thinking twice, now's the time to reflect. Drop a comment and share how you plan to change your habits or what you've already learned through experience. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Mistake number 5, cooking with unhealthy oils. One of the most common mistakes people make, without even realizing it, is cooking eggs with unhealthy oils. For older adults, especially those navigating heart health, digestion, or inflammation, the type of oil you use can turn a nutritious meal into a silent contributor to chronic disease. Many default to vegetable oil, margarine, or seed-based oils like soybean and corn oil, believing they're safe or neutral. But these oils break down under heat, releasing oxidized fats and trans compounds that damage cells, promote inflammation, and accelerate aging. When exposed to high heat, these unstable oils produce free radicals, molecules that chip away at your body's resilience over time. For someone over 70, whose cellular repair processes naturally slow down, this adds up fast. You might not taste the damage, but your body feels it in sluggish mornings, joint stiffness, and brain fog that won't lift. I remember Frank, 78, a quiet man from Arizona, who told me how he fried his eggs in vegetable oil every day for decades. He never saw the harm until his doctor explained the connection between inflammation and his rising blood pressure. He switched to using olive oil and butter. That's it. Within weeks, his digestion improved, and he felt lighter after meals. It wasn't about changing what he ate, just how he cooked it. There's also the issue of smoke point, the temperature at which oils begin to burn and break down. Many seed oils have low smoke points, making them dangerous for frying. The solution is simple. Choose stable fats that support your health. Options like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, butter, ghee, or coconut oil hold up under heat and come with natural compounds that support brain function and cardiovascular strength. If you prefer a mild taste, avocado oil is light and heart-healthy, with a high smoke point. You don't have to stop frying eggs or give up your morning routine. You just have to choose the oils that keep your body working for you, not against you. A small switch in your pan can protect your arteries, your memory, and your overall energy. And the best part? You still get that rich, satisfying taste. If this sounds like a change worth making or one you've already made, comment number 5 below. Your story might inspire someone else to stop using the wrong oils and start cooking in a way that truly fuels them from the inside out. Conclusion: as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to what we eat and how we prepare it. Eggs remain one of the most affordable and powerful sources of protein, brain-supporting nutrients, and eye-protective antioxidants. But the truth is, these benefits can be lost, or worse, turned into harm, if we make simple mistakes like overcooking, using expired eggs, storing them carelessly, eating them raw, or frying them in the wrong oil. The good news: you don't need to give up eggs, you just need to treat them right. Cooking at lower temperatures preserves nutrients. Proper storage prevents bacteria. Fresh eggs, safe oils, and mindful prep all work together to support a strong heart, better digestion, and sustained energy, especially for those of us over 70. These small changes aren't complicated, but they can make a real impact on how you feel every single day. If you've already tried any of these tips, or you've made egg-related changes that helped your health, share your story in the comments below. You never know who might benefit from your experience. And if this video gave you even one new insight, consider sharing it with a loved one who could use it too, because sometimes better health starts with the way we crack an egg.